Oh, cool. That's great. Tennessee Governor Bill Lee signs law that allows people to refuse to would you pronounce the N? Solemnize? Marriage licenses. That allows people in the state to refuse to solemnize or perform a marriage if they disagree with it. Yeah, I thought it said sodomize at first too, which also seems relevant to the, subject. In Tennessee, only certain people can solemnize the rite of matrimony, including state notary publics, government officials, and religious figures, according to state code. Okay, cool. So we're literally going back. We're going all the way back to the what was the Kelly Davis clerk? What was that famous case with that awful woman? Kim Davis. That's it. Yeah, where that witch. Highlight of nationwide news for months and months and months. This utterly insignificant wretch gets all of this attention because she didn't want to officiate gay marriage, even though it was her job. Here's her Sieg Heiling for the camera. That's her on the right. Thanks, Kim Davis. Awful, awful woman. And we're doing it again, I guess, except sort of like state. This is directly unconstitutional, so what happens now? Well, I guess it has to be challenged by a federal court, wouldn't it? Tennessee House Bill 878 would be patently unconstitutional, Taylor said in a statement to CNN. Public officials don't get to assume public office and then pick and choose which members of the public to serve. Reasons of conscience or other religious beliefs. As societal views change about what constitutes a marriage, officiants must be able to refuse to solemnize marriages that are contrary to their beliefs. No, actually, no. Agents of the state shouldn't be allowed to selectively treat people based on their beliefs. That's the whole point. No. You can make this argument for anything. Like, oh, you're a racist and you don't want to serve black people at the checkout, like at your grocery store? No, that's not how it works, actually. Your beliefs are irrelevant. It's your job. Fritz said during the meeting, the government has a responsibility to protect the exercise of religious beliefs. Those with the authority to perform civil ceremonies would also be permitted to refuse to solemnize marriage for reasons of conscience. Nice. CNN reached out to Fritz, but he declined a phone interview. Taylor said the bill could potentially have far-reaching effects beyond same-sex couples and could also impact interracial and interfaith couples. Yep. Yeah. If your belief means you don't think miscegenation should be a thing, then you could do that too. Like, yeah. Oh, man. Here in Tennessee, we fully expect it to be overturned by a court. It'll just take a while. Yeah, but it's part of this long line of, and this is what they get away with, right? The whole game right now from the right at a state level is to pass objectively unconstitutional laws and dare the Supreme Court to not challenge them on it, Like federal court, appeal, Supreme Court. Hey, it's a 6-3 conservative Supreme Court. They're not going to approve every insane unconstitutional state law, but they'll approve some of them, right? So they're like the whole game right now is just baiting stuff to get the, What is with Tennessee, man? What were the margins in Tennessee? I know it's a red state, but it's not the most red state. What is going on over there? Jesus. It's like Ohio. It's like the margins are narrower, so the right gets like more aggressive. Maybe it's for the same reason that your average Midwestern Democrat is like a Leninist, So like the closer the state gets, the more heated the discourse gets. I don't know. I don't know. It's insane. It's insane. Hold on. Solemnize is an easy word to search for. Oh, my bad. Sorry. I looked this up and the first result that I got was Tennessee lawmakers react to group of Nazis marching through downtown Nashville. Great. Got a few videos here. Surprisingly little coverage of this, maybe because it just happened.
Controversial legislation about refusing to perform certain marriages just needs the governor's signature.
The measure would allow a public official who doesn't believe in same-sex marriage to turn away a couple. Here's more now from News Channel 5's Hannah McDonald.
As a part of my ordination vows, I am to speak about justice issues in the world, and so I take that very seriously.
Pastor Travis Meyer preaches at First Lutheran Church in downtown Nashville, a few blocks from the state capitol. On this Ash Wednesday, he'll lead multiple services.
I love American architecture so much. You have this honestly like relatively nice looking church, and then it's just surrounded by a big gray asphalt parking lot, and then by this ugly, sort of like moat of dying grass and dead trees, and then by a tiny sidewalk and roads. Like you can't walk by this and appreciate its beauty.
few blocks from the state capitol. On this Ash Wednesday,
Oh,
he'll
is that the state capitol? Okay, whatever. Same point.
lead multiple services, but his work won't stop there. Like many, he's paying attention to a controversial marriage bill headed to the governor's desk.
This bill is designed to be simply and clearly to protect the rights of the officiants of wedding ceremonies.
House Bill 878 will make sure a public official is not required to solemnize a marriage if it conflicts with their conscience or religious
To be
belief.
fair, it's winter. You can design a park and a green area to look good even during the dead of winter. If you do a good job designing it, it can look good no matter what. This would not look good in the middle of summer either. Look, the trees are placed at random. A lot of this is just like a big stretch of grass. Like, what would this be? Just green? Like, this is like lawn territory, you know? Dumb. This could look so much better.
State capitol on that conflicts with their conscience or religious beliefs. The bill passed the House last March. Yesterday, the Senate passed it.
It's regressive. It has the potential to turn back hard-fought victories for multiple groups of people, certainly the LGBTQ community, interracial.
Isn't this a Catholic thing? Didn't they say he was Lutheran? What's on his head? It's the Lutherans also do it, not just Catholics. Yeah, it's Ash Wednesday. It's like they do like a cross on their forehead, except it got smudged a bit. Whatever.
Marriage, it just gives somebody almost a free-for-all to
Lutherans
do
are
what they
diet
want.
Catholics?
On
Okay.
both this holy day and Valentine's Day, it's hard for the pastor to think about good people in love who want to get married getting turned away.
There's a lot of religious talk that can come from halls of power. Some of it's healthy, some of it's not.
In Nashville, Hannah McDonald, News Channel 5.
At the Tennessee Capitol, one bill moved so quickly it's now ready for the governor's signature. It allows government employees to refuse to grant marriage licenses. That means clerks could refuse to perform a marriage ceremony based on their personal beliefs. Critics say that's a not-so-subtle jab at same-sex and interracial marriages. It's not clear if the governor will sign it, though.
So if they pass this law, they would literally just filter people who believe in gay marriage. Basically, what they are trying to do is bring back like what the right wants to do and has wanted to do for a long time is they want to get rid of the Civil Rights Act in logic. The right doesn't want to put forward laws that say, you know, black people are going to be treated worse than white people or like, you know, whatever else, because that's really obvious and overt. Maybe they want to in the long run, but the big strategy, the big thing they want to focus on rather is we want to preserve people's right to express their sincere religious beliefs in the form of not doing our jobs for people in certain cases. And what this means in practice is that it wouldn't be like state mandated black people are treated worse than white people, but it would mean state protected right to treat black people worse, right? That's the critical distinction. And by the way, Republicans have not been subtle about their opposition to the Civil Rights Act, okay? Like, this has been getting louder and louder over time, and this is basically just an element of that argument, of that logic being applied to gay marriage, where they're not saying, oh, we're gonna ban gay marriage, even though they want that, don't get me wrong. What they're saying rather is, oh, we're not banning gay marriage, we're protecting the freedom of people to individually deny gay marriage, you know?
And another bill advancing in Nashville would restrict most flags from flying at schools. Under the proposal, only 12 approved flags could be raised at public schools.
Okay, let me guess what's not on the list. Let me, so again, they're doing it here. They're not passing a law saying you can't have the pride flag at a school. They're passing a law saying, this is the official list of flags that you can do, and it just doesn't include those.
Opponents say it's no accident that pride flags and Black Lives Matter flags aren't on the list.
Is the ISIS flag on it? What about the Houthis? People want to know.
U.S. flag, the Tennessee state flag, city and school flags would be allowed. Today, the measure passed a House committee.
What about the Confederate flag? Ooh, wait, hold on. I wonder if they would have that included. Probably not. That would be a little bit overt. Wait, Tennessee school flag law. Oh my God, the pop-ups on this website. Cough. The U.S. flag, the official Tennessee state flag, a flag that cannot be disturbed or altered pursuant to 41412. Okay. The POW/MIA flag. You know, for all of our lost warriors in Nam. A flag that represents an Indian tribe. Okay. A flag that represents a city. A flag that represents any unit, branch, or other division of the armed forces, including but not limited to an ROTC program. A flag that represents a country or political subdivision thereof. Country or political subdivision thereof. Confederate flag. A flag that represents a college or university, a flag that is displayed temporarily as part of a bona fide course curriculum, an official school flag, and a flag of an organization duly authorized to use a public school building, provided a flag of the organization. Da, 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 da. Okay. Yeah, I think that they could, the Confederate flag would fit in there. A country or any political subdivision thereof. It just says a country or any political subdivision. Would that not include the Houthis? The Houthis are objectively a political subdivision of the country of Yemen. I say they try it. We've got a bathroom bill coming up here as well, HB 1949. It's another stab at the same thing that got smacked down by a judge in 2022. For a while, we were required to put up these dumbass signs in all the bathroom doors that allowed trans people in. Now they're trying to make it illegal to have non-single-sex bathrooms in Tennessee. Nice. The far right won't stop until you have a separate bolt-locked men's and women's bathroom in your private residence in the state of Tennessee, okay? The governor will personally come and inspect every single home to make sure that where you once had a family bathroom, you now have like two, and one side has to have the urinals and such and such. There will be a security guard personally feeling your junk. Oh, absolutely, 100%. You will shit in your toilet too. Yeah, in the men's section, so it's fine. Meanwhile, in Tennessee...
Tonight, Nashville leaders are condemning hate after a concerning sight in downtown Nashville. Good evening and welcome to News 2 at 10. I'm Kenley Hargett. News 2's Nikki McGee has more on a demonstration some are calling downright disturbing.
Apparently, they had a lot of Blood Tribe insignia. Cool. Apparently, that is a neo-Nazi group that is well documented. And they were walking in tandem on Broadway.
Nashville leaders say they're concerned following a
Which leaders? Just out of curiosity. I'm curious.
Demonstration throughout down.
Kind of sadly, I'm almost used to it at this point. Over the summer, we experienced a number of incidences where people dropped anti-Semitic literature on people's doorsteps, and there was an incident where someone painted a swastika on a building.
Nashville Vice Mayor Angie Henderson calling the swastika-bearing marchers not welcomed in Nashville. Meanwhile, House Majority Leader William Lamberth and other Republican lawmakers also condemned the group, calling them thugs and clowns. Yet Representative Afton Bain calls for more to be done by her fellow lawmakers.
I think this state emboldens the far right by the hateful rhetoric that is at the state legislature, and by refusing to call out a Tennessee that is very scary for a lot.
Why does this person look familiar to me?
A lot of communities across our state, including our Jewish communities and our Muslim communities.
Both Coopin and Bain say they've been in contact with law enforcement or safety officials.
It looks familiar to me. I'm not sure why. Well, anyway, stay safe, Tennessee. I visited Nashville for the Libertarian Conference all those years ago, and I didn't like it. I don't like Nashville. I'm really sorry, guys. I don't know. It all feels pretty fake to me. Wow, we're the music city. Look at all of our bars that have big, constructed acoustic guitars out the front. And it's like, f you. That's not what's happening there. Come on. It's an overgrown suburb, isn't it? Well, yeah. Nashville was made for day drinking.